Hey, what's up, you all? Welcome to the family. This is what the Fizz Nuck. And today we're gonna have a good conversation. Boy, this gonna get me real Mr. Critical out of me today. How you doing, Doctor?
I'm doing okay. We're gonna see how I'm doing after this conversation because you too hype right now. So
It's finna be on and poppy, y'all. We got a good topic today. We got a good one today. Um, I think we should talk about today the provocativeness of how women dress today, how provocative they dress, how indecent they dress today. How they dress today, you all make men say, damn, I wouldn't want her for my wife.
that's not where I thought you was gonna end that sentence, but okay.
Yeah, let's get into it. What's your
So
thoughts on that?
obviously, so obviously you have a problem with the way you you believe that women are dressing provocative and you have a problem with it.
No, I don't have a problem with it as long as she's not my woman. Do I do I have a problem with my daughter or my nieces or young ladies out here today dressing provocative? Yes. I think it sends a hell of a negative message. And then not only that message that you're sending, how can you expect to be respected? And then when a man holler at you with with indecent conversation, then you want to play offended. I don't think you had a right to be offended.
Okay. D-
Yeah,
Is
that
you finished?
part.
Is you done?
I'm done now, almost. I'm just getting started.
Well, I believe that it's the man's issue because of how he thinks and his mentality. It's not about what the woman is wearing, it's how the man interprets what she's wearing. Therefore, hitherto, in conclusion, he needs to check himself because if a woman wants to dress however she wants to dress to make her feel good,
Make her feel good.
that's not how a man interprets it is his problem, not hers.
So what you saying is, if a book cover show a woman butt ass naked, and then next to that book is a book, for example, of sports of say construction workers. So you got a one book you see on the cover. It's got heavy equipment on it. Then next to that book, you see a book with with a woman dressed half nude and a man walking past. Which book you think he gonna pick up?
That's whatever his mentality, wherever he is on the mental scale of maturity.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out. He gonna pick up the nasty book. You know why? Because that book is screaming
Mm,
out to him that I am. Excuse me, ladies, but this the real truth. I'm easy. I'm liking attention.
that's not the
I
real
want
truth.
attention. I want men to look at me. Yeah. When women dress provocative, that's the only thing that a man sees is she thirsty and she easy.
Well, that's his problem because
That's
what
not his problem
first of
because
all,
the
it
results
is.
are successful.
No.
Perception
First of all,
perception speaks the word. Perspective is everything.
but first of all, when a woman goes out, okay, I will speak for myself. When I go out and I'm dressed a certain way, I already know a man will look at me whether I have on leggings, whether I have on jogging pants, whether I have on mini skirts, or whether I have on a mini skirt, or whether I have on coochie cutters. A man is going to look at me. So when
No,
I
a
get
man
dressed,
ain't gonna
oh,
look at you
yes,
if you got on no jogging pants, loose jogging
baby, first
pants.
of all,
He just gonna
don't,
look. He gonna just
don't
look.
kid
But
yourself. Don't
have
kid
on some
yourself.
coochie cutters, have on some stretch pants, have on
Don't
some
kid
short
yourself
skirts. Yeah, he gonna holler.
because I have pulled in jogging pants. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah,
Okay.
because jogging pants, if they tightly fitting, yeah, your ass showing.
No, you just made a whole bunch of assumptions. You made a whole bunch of
I'm making
assumptions. And no, my
an
jogging pants
assumption.
weren't tight. And no, my jogging pants weren't tight. But here's the deal. Women dress for women because men are
That's
simple and
bullshit.
easy.
That's the biggest lie that woman has ever came up with. Oh, we dress to impress women. That's bullshit. Women dress for attention, whether from a man or from a woman.
But women don't have to dress for attention for a man because men are simple. Women are going to get attention from a man. We don't have to dress any certain way. We don't care. We can pull a man whatever we have on. Here's the other misnomer. Here's the other misnomer. When I'm dressed, if I'm dressed scantily clad, then I already know the man that approaches me is on some simple stuff. So I'm not even bothered with him when I'm dressed scantily clad because I want to dress that way because it feels good. I'm out with my girlfriends and we having a good time and I'm cute. The man that steps to me, I
So
already
you
know he's
saying
looking at my.
provocative? So you saying provocative is cute and dress
It
sluttish
can
is
be.
cute?
It can be. Yeah, if I want to wear a low cut, if I want to wear a low cut dress,
It's different
if I
between
want to wear a
classy
mini
and
skirt,
slutty. Would you agree? Is there's a difference between classy and slutty? Yes or no? Or is it
it's
all
a
the same?
mm,
Classy and slutty, is it a difference?
it is.
Okay. If a woman is dressing sluttish, do you think she's dressed appropriately?
But I mean,
If
I guess
no,
it's
I'm gonna answer your questions. Please answer mine. If a woman is
slutty.
dressed slutty, do you think she's dressed appropriately?
What is slutty?
Her motherfucking titty nipples showing, no panties on, pussy hanging out, ass cheek hanging out, and she running around with a bonnet on.
But
I
you
got
did
that.
not have to throw bonnet.
I, I took that from Cam Yosemite's, y'all. My fault. My fault. I got carried away. Mr.
Don't do that because
Critical
I
got carried away on
already
that one. But no, real talk. It's a difference between classy, skimpy, and slutty.
okay.
Now, a woman that's dressing very classy, and she got a little sex appeal with her, and it's very uh elegant because you can be provocative and be sexy and classy with it. But what I see today when it comes to a woman dressed provocative is nothing sexy and classy about it. Period. And a lot of men, yeah, a man, yeah, we gonna look. Yeah, we gonna holler. But at the end of the day, don't no man want no woman that dress slutty and provocative. Yeah, we'll go out with you. Yeah, we'll kick it with you. Yeah, but the average man does not want a woman dressing like a fucking hoe and niggas is all hawking and looking because that's not my woman. And so therefore, I don't give a fuck. I just want to hit and quit. But
But
if
guess
that's my
what?
woman, don't no man want they woman dressing like no slut, baby.
Okay, but you keep thinking that women care. Again, if I'm dressed in my classy but revealing outfit, I already know what type of time that man is on, and I do not care to entertain him. So I don't care
But
what he thinks about me.
that's we're not talking about your personal experience. We talking general. Generally speaking, the women that's out here dressing all slutty and provocative does not have a clue to what is going on around them because they are starved for fucking attention.
I
They
disagree.
thrive for attention, and that's why they do it.
Well, then they are going to get attention because they look to
The
them,
wrong
they look
kind.
good.
And
But
then
again,
when they get the
but
attention,
again,
then the motherfuckers want to complain a man is disrespectful. That nigga ain't shit. What do you
right.
expect? You dressing like a
Because
fucking
what
hoe?
gives you the right? No, because what gives you the right to look at me and
Right?
assume anything about me?
Because assumption is everything. Impression is everything. And
Let me
if
tell you.
your impression show me that you dressing like a slut, why should I treat you like a queen?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you where this is a stuck mentality for men. When I used to watch a show and I had an aha moment watching this show. It was American Gypsy, I think is what I used to watch. It was called American Gypsy. And what I noticed is the girls and the women dressed, their clothes were tight, they wore their midriffs, they wore their short shorts, they wore all that stuff. And
Um,
what I
uh,
never saw was a
mhm,
man gawking, making
uh,
comments, thinking that they were a certain type of person just because they were scantily clad. I never saw that
let, let me
behavior.
let me ask you a question. In that show, was they moose knuckles showing? Was they ass cheeks showing? Was they nibbles and titties showing? Be honest. Was they moose
But
knuckles showing?
but
Babe,
see,
babe, 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 babe.
no, no, no,
I'm
because
asking
you're
a
being
question.
extreme right now.
No,
Because you're
no, because
being extreme.
that's
No,
what's
you're being
happening out
extreme.
here.
Because
That's
it
what's
doesn't even
happening
take
out here.
no,
There's a
because it
big
doesn't even take a
difference.
woman to dress like that for a knucklehead man to think a certain way. You're being very extreme. I don't
No,
have to
I'm
dress
not.
like that.
I'm
No,
just
I don't
saying
have to
what's
dress like
going
that
on
for a man
here.
to think that. And that's
If the
bad on
moose
him for
is
thinking
the
that.
moose, why? What is bad when a woman is walking around with a moose knuckle hanging out,
But she
with an
don't have
ass cheek hanging out,
come
and
on,
with
you're
her
being
nipples and
extreme.
titties hanging out? No,
You're
no,
being
no.
extreme.
You don't see that here. You don't
You're
see that.
being extreme.
But do
You're
you
being
see that?
extreme
I see
because
that
in
everywhere I
reality,
go.
in reality, but in reality, women are
This is
a
reality,
woman
by the
doesn't
way.
even have to dress like that. A
We
woman
we know
doesn't
that.
have
We know that. We acknowledge that. But I'm
no,
saying,
but
what about the
you're
women?
using an example that is extreme to
That
try
is
to
not
invoke
extreme.
a
That is
point, and
everyday
you can't.
woman dressing. Do
Your
you know how
point
many
is null
women
and void because
walk around with their moose knuckles showing, with their ass cheek hanging out, with their nipples showing? That's okay. That's fine.
point is they get treated. I can walk
They
around.
get her
I can
treated
have
accordingly. They get
no,
her
no, no, no,
treated
no, no, no,
accordingly.
no, no, no. I can walk around with my midriff, and a man is going to have something to say, just like if a woman was walking around with her moose knuckles.
Because you're dressed classy.
No, you
It's
missed my point because
appealing.
you're not listening.
It's
You're not
appealing.
listening.
So yeah, a
I'm
man is
saying
gonna holler.
the woman who has her moose knuckle up, and me who's wearing a midriff because I'm a large busted
Y'all
woman,
both gonna get attention.
and the man is going to both think, "Ooh, they hoes."
No, no. I just gave you the example of what make a man think a woman is a hoe. I just gave that example clearly.
But that's
I
not true.
said it is true. Then why do women complain? Because every last woman that complain about how a man come to her don't tell you how she's dressed. But when you look at
Because
these
I don't have
videos
to.
and you see how they're dressed, and then you can say, I can see why he will perceive you as a slut,
No,
as an easy
I don't
set.
see why. I don't see why. I see that he is simple to think that about
Th-
a woman just
That's
because that's how she's dressed.
that's
Unless she's standing on the corner saying, "Hey, let me $5 holla," unless she's doing that, then he don't need to think anybody's a hoe.
well, I'm just telling you, men, when men look at a woman and she's dressed like a with a coochie print showing, with her ass cheeks hanging out, and with her nipples showing and her breasts all revealed, a man is gonna approach you in a very sexual, demeaning kind of way.
Well, that's his
If a woman
problem.
is dressed in a tutu, in tight leggings, and he approach you, he's gonna approach you in a very should be respectful, how you doing type of way. But if you're dressed skimpy like a fucking rat, you gonna get addressed just like a rat. And it's
Well,
happening every day.
it does happen.
I was
It
just in
does.
Atlanta. I was just in Atlanta the other day. I got to say this. Atlanta got to be one of the sluttiest place to be when you come to women, how women dress. It's got to be number one in the United States. It's got to be. Because I swear to God, all downtown, all you see is women running around in with their coochie print showing. They titties hanging out and their ass is hanging out. I'm telling you what I see. And if I was single out there in the field, I would not want now one of them motherfucking women's on a
Thing
date.
is, they don't want you. They don't want the men because they already know if men are approaching them when they have that outfit on, they already know what type of time that man is on. So
So
she
why
don't
dress
care.
like that? Then why dress like that?
Why can't she? She might not be looking for a man. Just because she's
Where
dressed like that, don't mean she's looking for a man.
it doesn't matter what she looking for. She looking for a man when she got on a Sunday school dress, and men's come holler at her. As a
Right.
matter of fact, speaking of
But
Sunday school,
you're assuming that just because the woman
I'm
is
not
dressed like that, that
assuming.
she's looking
I'm
for
not
a man.
assuming. I'm not assuming. I'm stating facts.
You can't be stating facts because you're not a woman.
No, I'm stating facts from a man perspective. When a man see that, his antennas instantly go up. That's an easy fuck
And
there.
right. And that's a mental issue for
That's
him,
not a
not
mental
her.
issue. That's
It
not a
is.
mental issue because a woman is dressed, and her persona is saying, "I'm easy, y'all.
No,
I'm
that's not what
easy.
her
Come
persona is
holler at me.
saying.
Come holler at me.
That's not what her
Come see,
persona is
come
saying.
see if you." I'm telling you what it's saying.
That's not what
You're
her
not a
persona is
man.
saying. She
You're
put on something
defending
that she felt
what
like
you
putting on.
what you're defending you're defending slut dressing. That's what you're
No, I'm
defending.
defending that if that's what that woman want to wear, then have at it. That
Of
doesn't give
course, I
men
agree with that. I agree
that
with that.
doesn't give men the right to assume anything about her.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
It
does.
doesn't.
Yeah. So okay. So you saying impression doesn't mean shit. Are you
You can
saying
think whatever you can
hold it.
think whatever you
Does
want.
impression mean anything?
If I want it to mean something,
I'm
if
asking a
I care,
question. Does
only if I care.
impression,
I don't
does
care what your
impression,
impression of me is.
no, does impression mean anything? Yes or no?
No,
Is
only
it
if I wanted to. Only if
so
I
impression don't
wanted
mean
to.
shit. So impression don't mean nothing.
Only if
So
I
hold it.
care.
Okay. Okay. So going to a job interview, job impression doesn't mean anything.
Because I care, it does.
Okay.
You think
Okay.
I care about a
Okay.
dude walking down the
Go
street who don't know me and I don't know him? His impression
going
of
to
me
church.
means nothing.
Going to church does impression mean anything?
If I care,
Okay. Let me tell you something. Going to church doesn't mean anything. Motherfuckers dress like hoes in church. Going to a job interview doesn't mean anything because women dress like hoes going to church. I'm not, and let me clarify, family. I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about those women that dress provocative like whores.
but you can't you I can dress
It
I
is
can
what it
dress
is. I can't
in
help it. It is what it
no,
is. They dress like a hoe. So
because you're
hey,
labeling.
I'm not
Just
laboring.
because you
I'm
label, just because that's what you want to label a
I'm
person don't mean
distinguishing.
nothing.
I'm distinguishing. I'm not laboring. I am
You're
simply
not. You're
distinguishing.
not distinguishing anything. You're assuming things, and we know what it means when you assume something. You make an ass
Everybody
out of
got
you.
an
You can
ass.
assume
Yeah.
what you. That's just like saying you assume that a person who walks down the street with a suit on must be rich. Well, you're an idiot if you assume that because he might have just got that suit out the trash can. So just because you assume things because of a way a person dresses, that's on you. That's not on
Well,
the person who's
let me
dressed that way.
clarify. Let me clarify. And look at how a woman's dressed, and how a woman is dressed is how a man gonna perceive you. And it doesn't matter what you think, what a woman say, what a woman feel, what a woman intention is. It doesn't matter because the man make that decision to himself, and that's what matters.
To him, it doesn't
That's
matter
all
to
that
me.
matters. That's all that matters. So don't nobody care about what a woman think. All the man care about is how he perceive you, and that should
But
matter to a
it
woman.
and that goes nowhere. How you perceive me goes nowhere.
But it
That's just
should
you.
matter. It should
Why?
matter to a woman.
Why should it matter to me?
How a man perceive you. It should matter.
It only matters when I want it to matter. If
It
I'm
doesn't
out
have
with
nothing
my
to do with the
girlfriends,
woman. It doesn't have nothing to do with the woman. It doesn't matter what she
I don't
think.
even understand. I don't even understand what
Because
you
a
mean
man,
by
let
that.
me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Who controls sex, the man or the woman?
The woman.
Who controls marriage, the man or the woman?
In what way?
Who controls the access to marriage, the man or the woman?
The woman.
How?
She gotta say yes.
She ain't got to say yes. The man just got to ask. So the man is in control of if he want to marry that woman or not.
And the
He
woman is
gonna
in
ask
control if
her.
she say yes.
He's gonna ask her, and if she say yes or no, it doesn't matter. But he's in control of asking a woman, "Do you want to marry me?"
So if the woman says no,
Moving forward, the woman got access to sex. The man is control of marriage. If a man is in
wrong.
control of marriage, then therefore it shouldn't matter to a woman what a man and how a man perceive that woman.
When
Because an
I
average man is not finna marry no whore dressing ass
but
woman.
again, you're missing no, here's where you and probably a lot of other men miss the point. When I step out, I'm stepping out with intention for the mood that I'm in. If I'm in a mood to attract a man because I want to talk to him, then I step out a certain way because I'm ready to receive a man who is at my level. So I am stepping out a certain way. When
Let
I
me
don't,
so
I'm talking, when when I step out and I'm with my girlfriends, I'm not caring if a man wants to talk to me or not. I'm with my girlfriend. So I know when I step out the house what my intent is for that day. It might be to catch a man. It might be to not catch a man. It might be to go on a job interview. It might be to go on a speaking engagement. All those things, I'm going to show up different. I'm going to have a different look.
persona.
So just because I have on this my scantily clad outfit. I don't care if a man is looking at me as wife material because I'm
It
not
is a
stepping
difference
out.
in class in a scanty clad outfit than dressing like a fucking whore. Those are
It
two
doesn't
different
matter.
descriptions. It does
It doesn't.
matter.
Okay, so when I dress like
How
a
a man
whore, since
perceive
you
a
keep
woman
wanting to say it's a
matters.
difference, when I
How a
dress
man
like it,
perceive a woman matters. How a man perceive a woman matters.
only if
And that's
I
the
want it to
problem
matter.
in America. A woman don't, that's the problem in America, y'all. A woman don't understand that how a man perceive you should matter. It should
I
matter because that
sometimes I
is a
care and
determining
sometimes I
factor
don't.
in how a man would treat your ass.
Why does it, and that's the issue. That's where men are mentally immature, that you
That is
think
not
you
nothing to deal with
I,
immaturity.
that
That
you
is
think you
well
should treat me
mature.
different. You think you should treat me
Yes.
different because of the
If
way
you
I'm
dress like a
dressed.
fucking whore, you goddamn right I'm gonna treat you
I'm
100%
still a
different. Because
person.
first,
Am I not still a
it doesn't
person?
matter. It
That
doesn't
that is
matter.
that is just asinine. I'm still a living person, walking and breathing. Why would you treat me why would you be disrespectful to me? I'm a
Because I just
person just
told
like
you.
you.
I just told you it don't matter about you being a person. It's
Then you're
about perception. And if your perception is throwing out, I ain't shit, I dress like a whore, but I'm not a whore because I'm a very educated, intelligent doctorate. I work in the pharmacy. I'm a school teacher. I'm a lawyer. It doesn't matter. How the fuck you are perceived should and what matters to a man.
Well, here's the funny part. I believe that women's sexuality has been criminalized to be called a whore because it's understood how powerful it is. I don't think that a woman is a whore just because I think that was a label given to her by men to take away her power. So if
A
a
power.
woman, to me, heck yeah, that's powerful right there. If a
Well,
woman wants
so what
to
about the
sell it,
association?
if a
What
woman
about
wants
the
to sell it,
association?
then sell it.
What about the association? You know how the word whore came about? The word whore came about being associated to prostitutes, right?
I know
And
what
we
it. I
know,
know.
and we know how prostitutes in those brothels dress, right or wrong. So if a woman is out
I'm
in the
not even
streets
worried about that.
dressing like
You
a
missed my
woman in
whole
the
point.
brothel, I understand
You
your
missed
point.
the whole point I was
No,
making.
no, I understood your point you was trying to make.
No,
I'm
you
just
couldn't. You couldn't
clarifying.
have to be talking about brothels,
Well, we're talking about association. How
right?
because a
And
man
my point
associate a
is,
woman according to what? How she's
And my
dressed.
point is that the association, the title, the job description, the word prostitute, the word whore, all that stuff was birthed out of fear because it was understood that that's powerful. So I have to demonize it and criminalize it because I don't want her to use it the way she wants to use it. So I got to tell her that's bad for you to use it like that. Not only is it bad, it's criminal. I don't think there could be a world where I can do whatever I want to do with it. I can sell it. I can do whatever I want. And that's my business. It's not a bad thing. It's my business. If somebody wants to buy it and I'm selling it, then that's my business. Who is it
And
to
I
say
agree.
that that's
And
wrong?
I agree. That's your business. But let me tell you where the problem is. Association. So
But that's
if a
you
woman
keep going back to
associate
association. What I'm
if
saying
a woman
is
if a woman
association is only
associate
there because a man labeled it bad.
well, no, a woman labeled herself as a whore. If she's
No,
selling a pussy, she's a
I'm going back to
whore.
origins. I'm going back to the origin. I'm going back to the beginning to say what a woman does with her stuff is anybody's business with than hers. That's I'm going all the way back to that it was labeled in the first place. It shouldn't have never been labeled.
Well, that's up for discussion. But at the end of the day, how a woman dress is how a woman is perceived. So, family, hey, we don't take this shit personal because me and her, we do this shit all the time. So please comment, subscribe, and follow us. Hey, most importantly, if any other time you have never commented, this one is the one. Please comment so we can get some clarity between me and her. Let me just put down the premises. Do you all think how a woman dress is how a man perceive her? Or as Dr. T say, my baby, it just doesn't matter. I got the right dress that's empowering to me. So please subscribe and follow us and make a comment today. I'm gonna let Dr. T take it out.
So yeah, y'all, don't take it personal. These are our true beliefs, but we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree. And as I like to say, we can still hold hands. I might hold his hand really, really, really tight, death grip tight, but we can still
And this
hold
the
hands.
real deal. This the real deal, y'all. Y'all getting real action here. This is real organic. This is how we communicate when it comes to topics like this. There's nothing fake about this. No scripts. This shit is all real interaction between me and my woman. Hey, I respect her opinions. I don't agree with them motherfucking opinions, but I respect it, y'all. So hey, like I say, this is what the fizzing up. Comment, subscribe, and follow. Thank you all.